Nintendo is working with Tencent to distribute the Nintendo Switch in China. As you may recall, the Nintendo Switch launched back in March of 2017. However, the Switch never officially released in China. There was ways to get the Switch in China. You know, you had through imports or the gray market. Maybe if you traveled outside of the country. I know they have some rules where you have to be like on really good behavior. I'm not going to get into that, but say you could leave the country, you went on vacation somewhere, then you bought a Switch. Then we also had China. They had a 13-year long ban on consoles. This does not include handhelds. Gamers found other ways to play video games, such as mobile devices, handhelds, or even PCs. Now, Nintendo has not had a console release in China, not including handhelds, in the current century, so this is a big deal. I believe the last one was the Nintendo 64, but I think it was called, was it the IQ 64? I could be wrong, but I believe basically there was nothing in the 2000s or in this current decade, so nothing in this century. Nintendo is partnering up with Tencent to distribute the console throughout the country. The Switch will launch with what seems to be New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Now, the Wii U never released in China, so this will be the first release of New Super Mario Bros. U in the country. Regulations are different over there. In North America, the Entertainment Software Rating Board, part of the ESA, Entertainment Software Association, regulate video games with ESRB ratings. Canada and the US have their own ESA, but they both use the ESRB. In much of Europe, it is done by PEGI, and in Japan, there is CERO, or CARO, however you want to say it. China is much different than other Asian or Western countries. Despite lifting the bans nearly 6 years ago, they are still serious on regulating video game releases and hardware. This is really exciting news for both Nintendo and its investors and Chinese fans. And maybe people like me that like talking about this. This will more than likely heavily boost sales in terms of hardware and what software is allowed to be distributed throughout China, and probably Hong Kong. Nintendo Switch is already selling very well. The console was reported to have moved 32.27 million SKUs, stock keeping units, as of the end of 2018 at their financial earnings report in January of this year. And their next report should be April 25th, I believe, ending the fiscal year of 2018. You can learn more at Nintendo's website. I'll leave the link in the description for that. There is no confirmation when Nintendo Switch will launch in China, but it is coming. It could launch later this year if all goes to plan. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. This information is based on Wired. That's where I got it from. So I think that's very exciting. I don't live in China, so I mean, you know, if it didn't even go through, it's not the end of the world. And the Switch, like I said, is selling well regardless, but I think in China, this is going to boost the Switch sales even more. So, yeah, what do you guys think? I think this is very exciting. Maybe you think it is too. Maybe you don't care. Although, I don't know why you'd still be watching this video, but, you know, who knows. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys watching this. Assuming you hear me talk now, that probably means you watched it. Or you fell asleep and let the video play. I'm going to stop talking. Anyway, thank you for watching again. I will see you guys next time.